Boris's last Christmas? Last Christmas, me hearties, as Wham once sang, it's been suggested I gave one or two parties just for me and the gang. This year, to save any more tears, I'll give the country an explanation as to how, when the general population couldn't even pop in to see a relation, I was allegedly at the heart of Downing Street festive dissipation. The press, of course, are inevitably baying, but let me just start off by saying it is so very hard to remember, all the way back to last November or December. Maybe the situation is best expressed in a way that puts credulity slightly to the test by my explaining that I was both there and was not there, was both utterly oblivious and completely aware that nothing or anything or something was going on right under my nose, that if it subsequently arose that I gave a speech at one or each of these gatherings, then it must have been that my words and voice attended these affairs, while I myself was working diligently in my office just down the stairs, and any memory others have of said speeches receiving ovation can be put down to too much ginger wine and overactive imagination. Yes, as a man might be labelled bald though still having a little hair, or a grizzly fully dressed still be labelled a bear, one of those pull-out futon beds still be called a chair, I cannot see the problem with claiming I was and was not there. But just in case there was a case, I couldn't face losing face, so that is why I put in place Simon Case upon the case. So imagine my surprise when just a little into his inquiry they found "Christmas party!" in his November digital diary. I called him in, dressed him down, fixed him straight with a serious frown, said, "Simon, what on earth were you thinking while the rest of the country was virtually sinking during the lockdown, in your office drinking, and not even the sniff of an invite from me? I wouldn't have gone, you understand, or at least my attendance would not have been planned." Anyway, Simon then got all excited and claimed not only had I been invited, but that those present had been delighted when I turned up and recited a few words I'd penned on how we'd soon see the end of COVID lockdown catastrophe. Yes, things were on the mend. Well, I shan't pretend I remember, but then it was back in November or December. Anyway, once bitten and twice shy, I absolutely completely deny any knowledge of the existence of any party, particularly the Conservative Party in North Shropshire. A by-election indeed. One more strike and I'm out, I'm told, by our own Sir Roger Gale, booted out into the cold for going a little stale. But to quieten that fractious faction, I have taken some serious action. I fired Miss Stratton, not an Allegra, to stand on, and because from now on I want everything to be black and white, I've decided to hand on this whole did-he-didn't-he go to the party disarray into the hands of the inestimable, irreproachable Sue Gray, who uses words with which I'm not completely au fait. She's a former director of propriety and ethics. I presume that means houses down in Essex, and she's just a little bit of a lisper, or perhaps that's a careless whisper, wham, and we're back where we began. So look, this year, to save me from further tears, please don't vote me out of any more seats that have been ours for hundreds of years. Happy Christmas.